Hi, my name's Bronwyn Jane and I'm a psychic medium and a spiritual coach, but you probably already know that. The purpose of this video is to explain this service to you so you have a little bit of an idea what to expect if you choose to book with me, and also to feel my energy and to see if I'm someone that you want to work with as well, because that's really important. So a psychic mediumship reading is a combination reading where we connect to those that have transitions that are in the other world. And we also spend some time focusing on you and what's happening around you. So we start with mediumship and we will connect with someone in spirit, a loved one. Sometimes it's who you want. Sometimes it's a few people. Some of them may bring through others. We just never know how it's going to unfold. They will share their story. How they do that is where I ask for you to be open, to come with an open heart. If you expect them to bring through information like a code word that you set up when they were here, when I pass, say yellow gumboots, and then I'll know it's really you, one of those situations, their tax file number, some other unusual, and when I say unusual, I don't mean unusual, I mean irrelevant almost information. You could be disappointed because it takes a lot of energy to make this connection. They probably won't be that interested now in wasting that energy and our time together, where the whole three of us are together, on that kind of information. They will spend their energy talking about what's important to them. Now, some of that is identifying themselves. Now, remember, when they identify themselves, they may pick a period of time because their body and how they looked changed and evolved throughout their whole life. So they may pick a period of time that they want to use as a reference point to identify themselves. They may choose to identify themselves based on their personality because that doesn't really change. So it's a nice, consistent thing to use to identify yourself. Or even things that were unique for you and your loved one. Not the code words though. Other things, experiences, shared things, things that you loved about them, things that they loved about you. Those real personality, memory type things. I'm not interested when I connect to spirit to bringing through what is on Facebook, what it can be Googled, anything like that. I don't see the point. You can already look that up. Anyone can look it up. You don't need to be a medium. When I connect to spirit, look for things that aren't Googleable. What a hard word to say. That are unique and sometimes really random. And the reason why random things are so magical is because that proves that they're around for the little things, that they're not missing the little things. We expect them there for the big things, the weddings, the celebrations, the births. But are we expecting them there when we buy that pair of shoes? Probably not. And that's what I love, when they bring through those things that we're not expecting. So as I said, I ask if you choose to sit with me that you come with an open heart, because we never know what's going to be said. We never know what's going to be shared. Now, you may have questions that you want to ask them. And I understand that. But it may not to align to what they want to talk about. Once again, we need to be open to what they want to share because they are running the conversation, not us. So sometimes they know what's important to you and they will bring it up. Sometimes they will bring up what they know is important and maybe you don't realize that it's important. Maybe you aren't noticing it. Maybe you're not aware that it's coming even. and they will raise that. They will also sometimes raise what they've seen you go through, what you are going through, and things that are coming. And that's where that psychic energy comes into it. Now, you may wonder why I ask for a photo. It's the only thing that I use. I don't use any tools normally in my readings. And I use it for two purposes. One, to connect to your energy when you sit with me. Also to organize those in spirit. There is a long line and we want to pull forward that person for you. So I will take that photo, and as part of my pre-connection before we sit together, I will say, if you're in this photo, because sometimes they are, come forward to the front of the line. Or if you know the person in the photo, come forward to the front of the line. And it is a bit like a line they sort of shuffle through. And then we will go through what's going to happen. And they may share information before you get here. Sometimes they show up way before you get here. And sometimes they'll just understand and practice on how it works, because if they've never done this before, they've got to get used to how it works. And sometimes it's just a hello and they get ready, and then you arrive. So as I said, if you choose to come and sit with me, be very open to what the experience is. Let go of your expectations on what you want Spirit to do for you. It is a magical time. We never know what's going to happen. We never know who's going to show up. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's more than one. That's the magic of it. If it sounds like something that you would be interested, I invite you to book at bronwynjanemedium.com. If I seem like someone that you would like to work with for this experience, thank you, and I look forward to it. Until this time, in the future when we connect, I wish you well. Thank you for spending some time with me and feeling my energy and learning what my service is about.